Hey guys, before we start episode 16 today, we wanted to kind of just bring to light, you guys have probably heard about it already. Daniel of Lazy Rolling has recently passed away. We didn't want to just go on with the show like normal and not acknowledge that happened. He's a super cool dude. I did not have the pleasure of meeting him. I've spoken to him a few times. We were actually talking about him possibly coming out for the convention. Obviously, I know now why I haven't gotten any response in the last little while. I just feel really bad. It's a really tough thing to hear about. When we had Thomas in his fall, in his crash video, he credited him being okay to the jacket he was wearing. So he's done a lot. Daniel's done a ton in the community for safety. He's just a really friendly guy. And I had a chance to talk to him over the phone a couple months ago. Super friendly guy. And did you ever have a chance to talk to him?
Just briefly, just talking about some of the products when they first came out. He did an event. Him and Robin did an event early in must have been 2018 out here in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
And that literally, I think I bought my board a week after that, so I couldn't. Not that I couldn't, but I didn't go, to that event. But it seemed, he was a driving force and in the community as far as pushing new products, coming out with innovative things that people just otherwise wouldn't think of. So
yeah,
our condolences definitely go out to his family.
Yep, him, his wife, his children, and his business partner Robin as well.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Esk8 Exchange, the show where we talk about electric skateboards, MBoards, the Esk8 convention, board bumpers, whatever else we want to talk about, we talk about it here. Today we got Jacob with us, of course.
Hey, good morning.
Mark is back.
I am.
How's it going?
I was in Boise for the last show.
All right. What were you doing? Just chilling? No, you're working.
I was working.
You're making some money.
Yeah, I was.
I feel you, dude. That's great. Well, happy to have you back.
Yep.
James is awesome, but, Mark,
Got the OG back.
OG back is right. So, a couple things before we start the show. We have big updates for Esk8Con.
Huge.
Super exciting. So, a couple things. I wanted to remind everybody what our vendor list looks like now because it is much bigger than I think the last time we actually went through it. So, it's looking pretty good. So, we have board bumpers, of course. We have Boreas Industries, which they make heat sinks for Evolve motors. Very cool stuff. Flux Movement, Geckoderm, Hoyt Street Skate, which is big one. Very cool. Their boards are gorgeous. Lux Longboards, MBoards, of course. Metro Board, Onsra Miami, Propulsion Boards, Roopster, SLR Boards, Super Beast, and X-Board, which is awesome.
Wow.
So we have a pretty good lineup. We have more we're working on. There's a couple that are just kind of being willy-nilly about coming or not. So we'll see if they actually, commit to it. So they should. I just think people are going to wait till the last minute, but that's okay. Because honestly, I'm coming to this event, obviously. But if I wasn't part of the event, I'd be coming just based on this list alone.
Yeah.
So anyone extra that shows up is just bonus to me.
It's still a good list.
It's still a great list. There's some really awesome guys showing up that I've actually had a pleasure to meet a lot of these people, but I'm excited to meet them again or meet them for the first time. So anyways, I'm super stoked for what our list is turning into. And I know, literally, I guarantee you 2 weeks before the event, a week before the event, we'll be getting vendors in.
Yep.
Guaranteed, because people are going to wait till the last second. So I'd love it if, we got some really big names right at the end just to push us over the top. But
Or now. You can
sign up
now.
that would be great too.
Lead the charge.
Yeah.
Lead the charge.
But at this point, I don't think if you're a super big company, I don't find this to be embarrassing to show up to.
No.
There's a decent list going on here. So I think we're in a good spot.
We also have our host for our group ride finalized, right?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Which you kind of caught me off guard by that one. I didn't remember talking about that. Maybe I zoned out when you brought it up.
Yeah, we talked about it
Or did I
at his house.
Maybe I said it. Oh, well, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well.
guess you had to be there for that one.
Yeah. So you want to tell everybody?
Well, no, I don't remember. So you can have.
Oh, geez. Okay. So our group ride is on Saturday night at 9 p.m. So Saturday is obviously the first day of our convention. It goes till about 5 o'clock. Everyone can break. They can go get dinner. They can go do Vegas things. And then around 9 p.m., we're still finalizing exactly what route we're taking. But at 9 p.m., Joe, with SoCal Legend, he will be hosting the ride. So he'll be, I'm going to leave it up to him if he wants to decide what route to take. He may want my input a little bit because he's obviously not local, but
he's done it a few times.
He's done it a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll
I
probably
think he knows like downtown better than I do.
Okay, so then we'll just let him kind of pick his route then. So he's gonna end up hosting group ride, the group ride on Saturday, which he's got a ton of experience doing group rides.
Expect probably a lot of lights. Not so far as much as seeing the.
Yep, he'll probably plan a very pretty.
It's starting to come back a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
How many people do you think will be there?
At the group ride?
Hopefully all of them. I hope everybody that comes has a board or can get their hands on
200?
No, I honestly, so here, when we first started planning the event, I was like, oh, it'd be awesome if we could get 150, 200 people to show up. I think we're going to be overwhelmed, to be honest. I really think more people than we expect are going to show up. Just on Facebook alone, we have like 200 people saying they're coming.
Wow.
And like, that's just Facebook. And there's a lot of us that are not on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if I'm marked as going on the event on Facebook.
Yeah.
So like, I think we'll have a lot more people than we expect. I mean, just the vendors alone, we have like 15 vendors. Is that times 2 or 3 of those guys? And we're already up to 50 people just there.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be quite a big event, which is kind of why we're pivoting our venue a little bit. So anyone who has like marked as interested or going on Facebook, they all just got a venue change notification, and they're all some of them are panicking because I switched it from Alexis Park Hotel to Vegas because we're working on. Okay, so we have the Alexis Park planned. We have it booked, ready to go, just in case we need somewhere to meet. In case everything falls apart at the last minute, we have somewhere to meet. So that's good. We're all good. But we were like, you know what? Let's really try because I think we're going to have more people than we expect. Let's spend the extra money. Let's try to get a real track for people to actually ride on. So people can show up, they can do test rides, they can race, they can do all that all in one location. Because like currently, the plan would have been, or I guess what the plan was before, was day 1 expo. We all meet, hang out, talk about electric skateboard stuff. And then day 2 would be like the race day, race morning at a separate location. But then I started talking to a couple different people, and we were like, why not combine that into the same day, but make it 2 days long instead?
Yeah.
So do expo and racing and riding all day Saturday, and then also all day Sunday. So it's an actual full weekend of racing, a full weekend of expo. I'm like, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Like it just took way better. And now COVID,
if people are allowed to ride their boards, they're going to be willing to stay longer at the expo too.
Yeah, for sure. Because that itch to ride won't take them away from the expo for sure. And with COVID, like it's probably better to head outside anyways. Like I think people, like I don't care either way, but I think some of our guests would feel more comfortable being outside. So moving the event outdoors, I think makes more sense as well. So overall, I think the event is going in a very good place. Jacob and I have a meeting today with the racetrack.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. The insurance thing is a little something we got to jump around, but that's okay. We have insurance here. So to move that onto an event for the 2 days shouldn't be a crazy thing to do.
I think it's just new for them. So,
Yep. So we're talking with 2 different racetracks, which is kind of why, and a third location. So, which is kind of why we haven't actually come out with the actual address yet, which is becoming.
It's like a bidding war now.
Yeah. Like we're just trying to figure out what spot is 1 makes most sense financially, but 2 makes most sense logistically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we do need to figure this out because people are bugging me about where they should book rooms. And I understand that is important. They got to get that done early so it's not incredibly expensive, but hold tight. In the next week or so, we should have our answer and it'll be a much, much better venue than before. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
I think that's the only updates for the convention at the moment. Oh, you know what's funny? I don't really mind talking about it because they're not really part of the Esk8 community. I had a Vegas-based sock company contact us today. They said that their socks are the best damn socks to skate in.
Nice.
And I looked at their website. They're pretty cool. They have this padded footbed.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit softer. Right. I'm like, all right.
Sign them up.
Show up. That's fine. I'll buy some socks.
So there we go. We added another vendor already.
So we'll see. I mean, they haven't confirmed yet, but you know what? I was like, they fit. I do want to see some clothing brands there because we all wear clothes. We all decide what we want to wear while we're skating. I would love to see some shoe brands eventually. It'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it doesn't all have to be Esk8 parts or boards. I think accessories, clothing, stuff like that is actually a really important sector of the community.
It's a full circle. Get everybody here.
Yeah.
Everybody that contributes.
Right. So
artists.
we'll see how it goes. Yeah, artists too. That'd be really cool.
I think we have a couple like custom builders that are interested. You know, they it's hard for them to consistently, you know, show off the work they do when it is only done through social media, or maybe even the customer they sold it to doesn't use social media, so you never see some of these things ever again.
And that's it.
Yeah,
right. It just kind of falls off the face of the earth. So I think, you know, giving these guys an opportunity to come out and show the work that they can do.
Yeah.
We're talking to one guy about maybe even doing some live stuff while he's here, doing some live,
live
you know,
painting.
artwork, things like that. So you might be able to sniff out who that is, but
yeah, you probably, if you follow anybody on Instagram, you'll probably figure it out. I don't want to name names until they're actually confirmed, but I think that'd be really cool. So that's kind of the updates with the convention. I don't believe there's anything extra, but if you guys are listening to this, just come to the convention, you know, like come to Vegas. You know, you all need an excuse to just come out here. So it's a good time.
Get some track time, try some new boards, meet the people that you know are behind all these Instagram and social media accounts that you just want to talk to these guys sometimes.
Yeah. No,
I have a $75 3 buffet 24-hour thing.
What is it?
What?
For $75, you can go to like all the buffets on the strip for 24 hours.
You sign me up for that.
So you can like just stay there for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You can just live there.
Crazy.
You just sit in a booth and never leave.
Overeat and then throw up after
Bring
you're done.
a pillow.
Nice. Yeah, if you bring a pillow, you don't have to get a room. That's pretty interesting. $75.
$75, all the food you can eat.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's like a cruise.
Yeah. Just never leave the restaurant.
Probably.
Anyways,
moving on.
Getting back on topic. Do we want to talk about Geckoderm really quick?
Sure.
Okay, so Geckoderm, they're coming to the convention, but things have gotten kind of weird because Jacob and I may or may not have bought Geckoderm.
Dun, dun, dun.
So Isaac, he's a super cool dude. He's going on to grad school. He couldn't give the time to the company like he wanted, and we kind of scooped it up. So we now own Geckoderm. We're trying to take it into a much bigger place, but
adding to the portfolio. But no, I did some work with Isaac, prototyping a few boards, lined them up with a few other guys, and we saw the value in the product. I think, you know, like you said, he didn't really have the time to fully invest in it, and realistically, he didn't really know the Esk8 community. He didn't really know how to sell it. I mean, even if you look back like on his Instagram for the last 8 months, it's just like longboarding type stuff. So maybe he missed, you know, a market, maybe not. But check out the website. We do more than just Esk8. There are, you know, blank cuts you can get. You can get it for your mountain bike. You can get it for your tennis racket.
So if you have no idea what Geckoderm is, it's maybe a 3M military grade. It's not vinyl. It's like
thermopolyurethane.
There it is. It's this nice clear coat that protects your, like, especially if you're riding a carbon board, it protects your board from chips and scratches and stuff like that.
When you're done, literally spray it with water, wipe it down. Super simple. You don't even need the water. You just hit it with a rag.
Yep.
It doesn't scratch. If you do get a nick in it, you apply a little bit of heat to it, and it's
like self-healing.
Yeah, and it's absolutely crystal clear. It's awesome. So
it's really nice. So anyways,
we got a little stash of inventory in now, but I think we'll be working on a lot more new designs, new boards.
I know we'll be working on a design for our new board for sure.
You guys are gonna own the entire Esk8 community
slowly, piece by piece. We're just
honestly, if that were to happen, it would make things cheaper because you could just everything would just be coming. You know, all these expenses can get brought in under one roof, and it makes everything cheaper. So as long as you don't decide to become a monopoly and charge out the ass for everything, which we would not do. That's not Joe.
Not the goal.
Not the goal.
Not the goal. Our goal, you know, we talked about was we see the value in these companies, and we believe that they can succeed. They just maybe didn't take quite the right path. You know, Board Bumpers was the same sort of situation. He just ran out of time, didn't really know where to go with it. So here we are, like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Hopefully it works out.
No, I mean, we'll see. I mean, there's always risk in buying these companies. Like, you know, like we're definitely not positive on Board Bumpers yet.
There's risk in anything.
Yeah. And we've had Board Bumpers for, you know, we'll have it a year in April or something.
Yeah.
So we're not even close to getting our money back for that one. Geckoderm, we were able to scoop for a little bit lower amount, so we should be able to, you know, a year or so get our money back for that one. But honestly, I just kind of wanted to be able to like. It's funny because like we buy these companies. I say these companies. It's been 2, but we've been buying these companies because we just want one product. We just
Right.
want access to that product,
Right.
Yeah.
unlimited amount of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we'll spend money on 58T gears. That's what we
Why
buy
not?
board bumpers for.
Yep.
Now it's like, oh, we'll spend money on unlimited wraps on our boards. That sounds cool.
It was either spend $130 for a set of gears or like, thousands for the just
Company.
get all of them. I just wanted to have all of those gears, like
Yeah.
they're mine.
So anyway, so that's kind of under the board bumpers umbrella now. So that's kind of all in the family.
Are you gonna combine those 2 companies or no?
So board bumpers will stock Geckoderm,
Right.
probably, most likely, just the skate parts of it.
Yeah.
Geckoderm's actually going to end up probably being quite a larger company into multiple different industries.
Yeah.
Golf, tennis, bikes, whatever else.
All PEVs. I'm talking to
Yep.
EUC guys. We're gonna get it on one wheel.
Yep.
On e-bikes.
Very cool.
If it's got electric, we're gonna try it.
Yep. So
Nice.
at the very least, we'll be doing all the evolved stuff for board bumpers.
Nice.
And we'll probably just be doing more even than just them because there's tons of boards out there, especially the carbon boards because those things scratch. I mean, they're strong, but they are nice and glossy and pretty. And then the moment you get scuffs on them, you can clearly see it. So
Yep.
is what it is. It's just you can't get around it. It's just what carbon fiber is, but that's what Geckoderm is really good for.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. MBoards updates. Our drivetrain's done.
It's ready.
I got some samples in. It
Really
looks
good.
gorgeous. So that's going to be done pretty soon. Our deck sample comes in the mail like on Tuesday.
You got to get bigger wheels though, right?
I do need to order 7-inch wheels. Yeah, 7-inch tires. I only have
about-
6s right now.
What about 8s?
8s. I mean, I'll have to test
Actually, I
it.
have a set of. I got a couple sets of all.
Do you have 8s?
Yeah.
I think I have a set of 8s on our used page right now.
Mhm.
Although someone might have bought them
I
already.
think someone did.
Yeah, our used site. Here's an update on that.
People are going
Wipe
crazy.
it out.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude! We threw the used thing up, like the used section on our website up. They
Half-
gutted it.
Yeah.
More
Everyone
than
bought
half
everything.
Of it's gone.
It's insane. Which so thank you guys because again, I would much rather you guys actually put the stuff to use than it collect dust on my shelves. 'Cause I don't need it. So, anyways, we blew it all out. So it's
Sort
awesome.
of ironic that that's what this show is named after. Was that
Yeah.
first venture?
Yeah, Esk8 Exchange. I guess if you guys haven't heard, like I think we talked about it in the first or second episode, Esk8 Exchange used to be like a place where people could list their used parts
Yeah.
and people could buy them. So it's like a peer-to-peer marketplace. We were listing our used gear on there, but the website cost us a fortune
Your
to run.
fees were terrible.
They
It
were
was so
bad.
high.
It was just because it cost us a fortune to run the
Yeah,
website,
yeah.
like hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month
Yeah.
for. We're taking a couple percentage point or whatever the
Right.
percent was. It was like matching eBay, right?
Yeah.
But still, cost us a fortune. I took an L on that website every single month, and I'm like, you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
So I closed the website. I took the name, recycled the name, and here's the podcast. So here we go.
It
All
works
right.
perfectly. It's
did.
just like that. We're like the recycled part of the business.
Yeah, right. Here we are. So, anyways, here we are. So
Not enough people wanted to sell their own gear, but they want to buy the used gear from you.
yeah.
It's hard to sell your own stuff though. Like, where do you sell it?
Yeah.
Facebook Marketplace, all those things.
It
and
is a
there's-
pain. That's what Esk8 Exchange was trying to fill. It was
Right.
trying to be a central place, but it was just a pain in the ass. It ultimately wasn't easier.
Yeah.
So I do think there is a gap in the market, and if the website could have been like built from the ground up instead of trying to adapt another piece of software, I do think you can make a website that's much better at it. But
I mean, I think if you took the L for a lot more months, it might have grown into something, but
yeah,
you never know.
it could have. But it's okay. It is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
excited. The name's perfect for what this is too.
Well, yeah.
Turned out better. You got rid of all that stuff anyways.
Yeah, I got rid of all that stuff, and
Took a
now we
little
have,
longer.
that
now
was
we
your
get
main goal anyways.
Man, I didn't
Yep.
even get to dig through that first. That's not fair.
oh, sorry. You knew about it.
I know.
You're probably on our email list, right? You know?
I should be.
Oh, I'm just
on a
gonna
lot
sign
of-
you up.
Yeah, I'm on
Add
it
your
now.
email, spam you. All right, so we have a badass build of the week,
Yes.
and I kind of skipped somebody. I apologize, but we'll get back to you. If you've sent in your, I have a couple in the backlog, so
Maybe we need to do like 2 or 3
yeah
next
week
or
maybe
something.
we'll clear the backlog out.
We'll do a dedicated.
Yeah.
Hey, did y'all check the comment section? Did anybody get the game right?
So about that,
What game?
Whoa.
I don't
about
think I was
that.
here.
I messed up and didn't upload it Saturday morning.
Hmm.
I we slept. Like I don't know what happened. Well, Isaac was here, and we just forgot to upload it, and then it came Saturday morning. I'm like, we never uploaded it. By the time I could get it uploaded, it was gonna be Sunday morning, so I ended up having to cut that section out.
What game were you talking about?
It was the game
nobody
with
even
Flurry.
knows what I'm talking
No one
about.
knows what you're talking about. So, question of the week last week, we didn't have one, right? Because you weren't here. So Jacob said that if anyone could guess the ending score of the Chicago Blackhawks and Golden Knights game, that we would give them a $50 gift card to Board Bumpers.
It's 2-1. Can I have my $50 gift card?
Yeah. So I ended up. Isaac was here. We were in the process of purchasing Geckoderm. We just lost track of time for the week, or I lost track of time for the week.
Yeah.
And then the podcast episode didn't go out until Sunday morning. So I had to cut that section out, or else everybody would have known the answer.
Was the game Saturday night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that was my fault. So we can play this game again, although we don't have a game coming up here in the future.
Our game tonight got postponed.
Yes. Okay. So
we could do a Raiders playoff game, I suppose.
When's that? When's the next game for Raiders? All right, you work on that. I'm gonna get the badass build of the week going. Okay. So this week's badass build of the week. I feel like this whole podcast we haven't actually said anything.
That's not true. You talked about
Friday, man.
It's Friday.
quite a
Yeah.
bit.
So this build has been submitted by Justin Bergson. He is a frequent flyer with us.
Yeah.
Well,
He's,
I see his name
trying to make custom boards
for people.
for a bunch of people.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. We'll have to hook him up then a little bit, as much as we can. So, here are some specs: 6374 Flipski motors, 120 millimeter cloud wheels, the 13-inch double kingpin trucks, drop down board, 12S3P 40 T pack, a Foxbox, a VX2 remote, and anti-sink plates, not just for looks. So
For purpose.
Also, I got a reply from last week. I'll have to talk about last badass build of the week.
Mm-hmm.
He said that he thought it was kind of funny that I pointed out his anti-sink plates, but he said, he was good. So last week his anti-sink plates were on top of his base plate. Yeah. So it doesn't effectively do anything. It's just for looks. But he was in good, he was a good sport about it.
He was in agreement.
He was in agreement that they were just for aesthetics. So anyways, so he was chill about it. But okay. But this board looks very clean. So I have to say, obviously you guys are looking at it right now on your screen. I'm going to pass it over to Jacob.
Cloud wheels are just all the rage.
He said it rides like a dream.
Rides like a dream, huh?
Yep.
And then you can swipe. There's 2 pictures of it. Yeah, it looks great. I mean, it's very clean. Very clean. There's nothing.
The ocean behind the picture looks very nice.
Yeah, where do you know where he's from?
I'm sure we could Santa Clara, maybe.
Okay, I know we could pull it
somewhere in California.
Oh, California. Okay,
for sure.
That's really cool. Yeah, Justin, great job on your build. I mean, apparently you're going to be building a lot of boards here coming up, so feel free to send them in anytime you're done with them because we love to see them.
Yeah, 13-inch DKPs are cool.
Yeah, Mark's seen them.
Oh, Mark's seen them.
Mark's the one that's actually been talking to Justin.
Yeah,
and he gathered his pictures for me. But the grip tape's cool.
So is that another hand laid?
No, that looks custom printed to me. At least that's from what I can tell. But it looks pretty nice.
Is that Gumby?
I think so. Yeah.
I remember Gumby.
Yeah.
That's why he named it.
He named it Gumby.
Yeah, that's a really cool build. So, Mark, we have some college students working on a project for us.
Oh,
is
yes.
that right?
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah. So they reached out to us probably about 3 weeks ago now. Just talking about how they are creating a Esk8 club at their school, and they were seeing if we had any used parts we could send them, or any
which
parts.
used we probably could hook them up.
Yeah,
used we probably could.
Yeah,
right now stock is insane.
Yeah,
I can't spare anything. I feel bad. I can't keep things on the shelves. So I can't
give away everything.
Things are
for
super.
free.
Yeah, things are crazy right now.
No, that's what I told them, and then they were just talking about how if we had any projects they could work on, because they're just very eager to learn and they want to be a part of
the community.
Just anything.
Yeah.
In the
their
Esk8
goal
community.
is to work on projects and show their university to try to get the university to give them funding.
Yes,
which would be awesome.
Yes. So a bunch of them are in CAD, like they are majoring in like graphic design or just
Computer aided design. Yeah.
just engineering in general. And we actually reached out to them and had them make an enclosure for us.
Yep.
The
The nice thing about enclosures,
dimensions and stuff for that. And then we were gonna kind of work out a deal with them if they can design enclosures for us. We can give them parts.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing about enclosures is that the molds are very cheap. They're about, well, for the type of enclosures we make, they're just vacuum formed. So it's like a $200 mold.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, guys? If you guys can make an awesome enclosure, we'll pay the $200 mold, $300, or maybe it might be a little bit more.
Yeah.
Get several of them made, send them out to you guys, then we'll put them on our website to purchase as well.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's kind of like a win-win. They get free enclosures just for the design work. And then we, if it's an awesome design, we get to sell it as well. Hopefully it's kind of a mutual thing.
Yeah.
And then if their enclosure is a hit, then we'd be happy to give them more stuff, more projects.
Send them out motors and stuff like that.
Or even have them design more projects.
Yeah.
So
they seem very willing to learn and help.
Yeah.
So hopefully it works out.
Yeah, that'd be really awesome.
I mean, there's no like risk. Like if the work isn't as good as we want it to be, then
we'll let them know. They're students. They'll edit it. They'll fix it.
We give them a few enclosures and go on about our way. It's like it doesn't seem like too much of a
So it's kind of a cool idea.
Sure.
So like, hopefully we're gonna get bombarded with students wanting to do stuff with us now, but probably next. But hey, I mean, honestly, students are really eager to want to help, and they'll do it for next to nothing. Yeah, it's not about trying to get cheap labor by any means. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just saying, like,
but it's a good trade. Like they want, obviously they want parts, and you want designs for builds, so it's a good trade.
Yep. Ultimately, I would love there to be. We only have pretty much one enclosure design, just in 3 different sizes. I would ultimately love there to be 25 different ones, tons of them, so that way they're different styles, different sizes, different materials,
you
whatever.
Could start sizing them differently for different boards too, like placement enclosures.
Yeah, enclosures take up so much space. It is absolutely insane how much enclosures take up.
I think it's funny how much the packaging takes up.
It
seems to be like the biggest chunk in your warehouse. It's
enclosures,
boxes.
Enclosures cost what they cost, not really because of materials, right? The materials are relatively cheap. It's 1, the shipping costs to get here, and 2, the storage. The square footage that I pay for on a monthly basis is absolutely insane. So anyways, I'm hoping to get more and more enclosures. I think this current design of enclosures, once they're out, I think they're going to be gone. I think we're going to refresh those. I think we've had them long enough. I think it's time for a facelift on those.
I agree.
Move things a little around, maybe make it a little bit wider. I think all the decks seem to be
they definitely
wider.
have to be a little bit wider because the new batteries are going to be
a little bit wider,
wider.
Yep. So anyways, we're working on that. So maybe they'll be doing our enclosures. Maybe they won't, but we'll see.
Also for the Raiders game, it's Saturday at 1:30. So it's a little early for anyone to guess the score.
Well, we up 1:30 Pacific time.
Yes.
So our podcast comes out at 6 a.m. Pacific time.
So only the first 8 hours viewers are going to be able to guess.
Yep. So so if you want to guess the final score of the Raiders and
Bengals,
so you have to get it exact, not just the closest, right?
Yeah.
So that's Jacob's rule.
Dang, that's tricky.
What are we giving away?
That's tricky for football, man.
Yeah.
$50 Board Bumpers gift card.
Oh,
that's tricky for football.
Yeah.
Do you want to give him like any like leeway there, like 3-point difference or anything?
Yeah, I was thinking like 5
or just the closest.
Because
if you're planning on giving it away anyways, then
closest, and then you got to decide if they got the winner right.
Yeah, you could do like pick the winner and then pick the score as a tiebreaker, and then the closest one.
Or we could pick the winner and the combined score within 2 points or something. All right, we know what we'll do. We'll figure out the rules, and we will pin it in the comment below. So the pinned comment will be the official rules. You will reply to that comment. That's the way that you would like ask, like submit your response. And if you win, we'll message you, and then make sure you have an Instagram, because that's we'll be reaching out on Instagram. So anyways, so that's cool. Is there anything else we want to talk about?
We got a group ride tomorrow.
Yes, we do. We do have a group ride tomorrow. I mean, obviously, it's already happened by the time you watch this, but it's me a good time.
Yeah, you're right.
It's all right. It's okay.
Not really.
I mean, if you wake up at 6 a.m. and watch it, you can make it down to Vegas by 11:45.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. But it's exciting that we're doing it tomorrow, and then we'll tell you about it next week.
That's true.
Because
How many people are going to this one?
Hopefully, Mike will have another interesting.
Oh God! I hope it's completely
This time we're
interest-free.
going to be in the middle of the desert, though. He's going to be like the.
How many people do you think
Wilson.
are going to go?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Where is it?
I'll be there. My wife will be there. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
James will be there. So
At least four.
We
At
have
least
four.
four.
Where is it?
That's gonna be at
group.
Wetlands near
Yeah.
Sandboyd Stadium.
Nice.
That's a group to me.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, hey, there it is. What
Very
is it? What's
cool.
a group? 3 or more?
Yeah, Maddie's coming.
No, she won't be. She's busy. She's got meetings.
Watching the she's got meetings.
She's got
That's right.
meetings.
She's busy.
Working girl.
Teaching babies.
Teaching the
Oh,
baby.
nice.
Oh, you're teaching dance. Yeah. So today's a pretty relaxed podcast, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Lots of just updates about us personally and stuff like that.
We're about
Getting
to go
good
skate a
feedback
racetrack
on the podcasts, though.
I am
People
amazed.
like it.
I am amazed at how many comments we get every
Yeah.
week with the support. So thank you guys so much
Yeah.
for watching. Today is episode 16.
We need to update our Instagram, though.
Oh,
we're a little
guys.
behind.
Oh, man.
So we'll get caught up on that.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so neglected. I apologize.
We'll
Our
get
Instagram
caught
is just in shambles. I posted little highlights from like episode 1 and 2, and then it never again.
We could hire somebody for like a week or something. Just be like,
You know what?
fix this.
If you know how to if you know how to edit video, let me know, because we need someone to just watch the podcast, which you guys are already watching. Find 1 to 3 minute segments, cut them, and export them. That's all we need.
Boom.
I just need someone who's already watching the podcast.
I
to edit
bet you
them.
you get 15 inquiries about that.
First one.
Just by saying
And
that.
and we'll pay you something. I don't know what. It can't be much, but it'll be something, or we'll give you
You could always give them
parts
MBoards
or
gift cards.
something. Yeah.
Something like that.
We'll
Because
vet out the first 3 that show up in the comment section.
yeah, we'll just figure something out, because we really need, I would really want our little segments, because there's stuff we talk about for 2 minutes or 1
Yeah.
minute that should go on Instagram, that should go on TikTok,
Yeah, of
all that
course.
stuff that should go on there to help get more people to the show.
Mhm.
Because we get about 300 to 400 viewers a week, which is awesome, better than I thought we were gonna have. But obviously, I'd like that to be more. You
Well,
know,
yeah.
the more the merrier. Because the more badass builds that will come in, the more questions that will get submitted. Stuff like that.
Do you have any questions submitted for
You know,
this week?
okay, so here's a question that I can't remember who asked, so I apologize. Someone asked if we think there's a place in Esk8 for extra safety features like that cars have, like blind spot monitoring or automatic emergency braking.
Whoa.
So here's what I'll say about automatic emergency braking. No.
That would cause
That's
so much harm because I feel like people would fly off their boards.
Yes, so I'm going to say no. Now, maybe just a tone
Yeah.
that's monitoring your front that goes, whoa, dude. Slow down.
Yeah.
Just an alert of some kind. Maybe. Here's what I'll say about the blind spot monitoring. The way that we carve in and out of lane, like in a lane, I feel like the only reason why blind spot monitoring even works for vehicles is because you're in a lane and there's either a car next to you in that lane exactly, or there's not. And that's how it works. If you're zipping, carving in a lane, where is it monitoring?
Yeah.
More people in your own lane? So not to say that it's not possible, not to say that it shouldn't be possible, but does it make any sense? And also, where are you looking?
What if there was a crash sensor, and if it
But what's it
figured
going to do?
out that you were
Stop,
gonna
which
crash?
is literally just going to launch you even farther.
it launches out like a life raft kind of thing?
Dude,
Well, so
they
they
make
make
a helmet. They make
like
a
a
helmet
bumper.
that as soon as it notices that you're falling, the G-force is coming down, there's a big airbag that'll
Yeah.
expand around your head.
That's so cool.
You could wear like racing leathers too. Those
Yeah.
have airbags. But
Like
I mean,
oh, that's
you're
cool.
not
That
just gonna hey,
same-
I'm gonna go out for a 5-mile skate. Let me throw in my leathers. real
Yeah,
quick.
that's a little much.
that same technology, but around the outside of the deck.
I think.
So
I
if
think
you hit something, it doesn't actually. hit
Where
the
is that
deck.
going to exist?
Oh,
though?
I don't
It'd be
know.
so
It's called a
bulky.
life raft.
It's completely
excessive.
yeah.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more features come out of remotes. Things
Oh,
like built-in horns, a
Yeah.
light on your remote. Like, if you could hold your remote like a flashlight, would you learn how to kind of, you would ride so you could kind of hold it like a flashlight?
Yeah.
If that was all built into one, I think you could see a lot of excitement. It doesn't even have to be big. It just
Can you imagine a remote with like an SL1000 built into the nose of it?
Right.
That'd be kind of cool.
And
to
like
be
on your
honest.
thumb or something like, additional buttons to have different control. Like cruise control is great and all until you nick the brake, because most of these brakes they're not very, I always forget, it would be progressive or linear. Like you hit the brakes on most of these and they stop.
Yeah.
Assistive cruise control would be kind of cool.
Okay.
Like if someone's in front of you, it automatically slows down.
I don't know, man. Group rides, people just do this the whole time. It's
People cut you off.
Total
Yeah,
chaos.
That's true.
It's absolute chaos.
Yeah.
And imagine like
That's
you're
fair.
riding and you're expecting to be going 30 and your board slows down.
Yeah.
And you're not ready for it. I don't know.
Well, maybe there's a way to turn it on and off.
I think the cruise control was just like somebody just was really freaking lazy.
Yeah. Can you
Decided
imagine
it
not
was an
wanting to
easy
push
function,
Yeah.
to
Here's what I'll say though. If holding this constant speed can be kind of hard, I find myself getting faster and then backing off and getting faster and backing off. So I could see like, okay, I just want to be at 15 or I want to be at 20 and I don't want to go any faster. Let me throw cruise control on. I could see why that is a feature people like. Again, though, totally not necessary. But I could see it like, okay, I only want to go 10 right now. Like I've been on campus where I'm like, my hands are full. I'm like, I'll just throw it on there because I don't want to like mess with the trigger.
Yeah.
Like throw it on like 6 miles an hour just so I can like cruise like super slow. But I've done that before.
Imagine like a backup camera.
what are you talking
Turn your head. Literally just okay, imagine windows on your board, Mark. Let's just have a windshield wiper. Like let's just make a car. How about that?
Yeah.
Like,
I did see,
stand-up
actually, I think we have time, but I somehow saw an offer up this morning here locally. A guy was selling a seat for an electric skateboard. So I was like, what the hell is this? So of course I clicked on it, and for $50 you could buy this kid's plastic chair that he had strapped down to a skateboard, and he was like, it's a seatboard.
oh my God.
Like, you kidding me,
hilarious.
man?
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
gonna message him, I think, this afternoon and just see what I can dig up out
That's
of this.
hilarious.
This looks pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Anyways, blind spot monitoring, it probably could work. I don't think any. Also, though, blind spot monitoring usually it's a light in your your rear view mirrors, side view mirrors. Where's that light going to exist in your
You'd
board?
have those like
I don't like the
those
logistics
bike
of that
things.
doesn't make quite
Yeah.
a lot of sense. But hey, I could. You know what?
It sounds-
People are creative.
It sounds cool when someone says it. I just don't know how practical.
I think it's kind of
it would
gimmicky.
be.
Yeah, for sure.
smarter brake light, like smarter lights would be better. I'm assuming Shred Lights is probably going
Brake
to come out with
lights,
something
I
Yes.
could see.
where you slow down or
For
accelerate.
sure.
or
I think a
comes on.
light that could clip on just like Shred Lights that
Yes.
has an accelerometer in it, so it just knows when you're decelerating, so it turns a little lighter.
brighter.
That would be a simple
Yes.
thing that would be totally disconnected from your board's electronics. That could happen, and that should happen.
Yeah.
But it'll just take someone to spend the money on designing that PCB and making the accelerometer work.
I mean,
'Cause,
they have them.
Oh, they
like
do?
The quad board has one. They call it a smart brake light.
And it's not
it
connected to your
basically,
vest
like,
at all.
No, it just clips on. It's just a battery.
Oh, so it knows.
I don't use it.
Okay.
But I know it works because it's really annoying. I put it in a box in like my toolbox, and every time it moves, the light comes on.
Oh, geez. So
then I'm like, okay, well, I got to move the box over here, and then the light stays on. And then you move the box, and the light stays on. But I swear that thing stays, like, the battery on that thing is unreal.
oh wow.
I've never tried it on the board. I ripped the mounts off, but I'm
whoops.
assuming that's how that works. So if
Yeah.
somebody, I mean, I didn't rip them. I took them off.
Got it.
I
Gotcha.
didn't like how it was mounted.
Well, it's an interesting question. Different safety features that are present in other vehicles here on electric skateboards. I think the issue with it is that there's not enough room to put a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, where are these radar sensors going for blind spot
Yeah.
monitoring? I don't know.
That's out of my pace.
You just gotta. There's no blind spots. Also, when you're riding your board, just turn your head.
Yeah.
There's no blind spots.
Yeah.
As far as I know, I mean, I don't think so. I can see. All right. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has kind of been a show that's, we winged it this week. Kind of
Friday
It's
version.
a Friday. We usually shoot Wednesdays where we're a little bit more productive. So today's been a Friday. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Mark, thank you for joining us. I'm glad you're back.
Of course.
Thanks,
Jacob,
everybody.
thank you. And then keep an eye on the comments down below. The pinned comment will be this week's comment contest, I guess.
Raider game, score, who wins?
Yep.
All right.
All right.
What's
well,
the spread? Let's just do
Hopefully,
the spread.
go Raiders.
Yeah.
oh, the spread.
Spread
That's
and
a good.
winner. Spread and a winner.
That's good.
Oh,
You gotta be within. You gotta be
Bordering
within,
the number.
Okay.
We'll just say closest.
All right, fine.
Screw it.
closest.
Yeah.
And if we
That's
have
cool.
a tie, then We're gonna flip a quarter.
We'll just divide the winnings in half.
We'll do
Yeah, there you go.
combined score.
I mean, I'll give out 2 gift cards. I don't care. That's all.
No, all right.
Oh shit. No, we'll see.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for
It'll be
watching.
fun.
We will see you next week.
Yeah.
And happy skating. Be
See you
safe this
guys.
weekend. Peace.